good, y'all? It's your boy Inf, and I'm back with another video. Same day, different video. I had to find another location from the other spot because people there were pissing me off a little bit too much. So found somewhere that looks like we good, and nobody gonna be bothering me or getting in the damn way of my damn video. I'm not gonna make this video too long just because my battery's low and sun's kind of going down. I want to bang these 3 videos out today that I made. I really need to invest in a goddamn GoPro because this shit on my phone's annoying, and I keep having people fucking calling me. I mean, I know people are trying to reach out to me for whatever, but it's annoying when it fucking ends in my video in the middle of me recording and I gotta start that whole clip all over again. I really need to invest in a goddamn GoPro. But anyway, so as expected with a 15-year-old car, there are gonna be some fucking issues. So we're gonna cover all the issues that are going on with this car, small and large. The biggest one we're gonna cover is unfortunately gonna have to require me to pop the hood. Yep. But I'll let y'all know now, it has nothing to do with the engine. So where's my key? Where's my key? Oh, my pocket. Turn the car on, because I want y'all to hear this. I don't know what's gonna do it just yet. Can y'all hear that clicking? I'm gonna pop the hood so y'all can hear it even more, or get a better hearing on it. But you can probably hear it still right now. Give me a second. Pop this shit. Sorry, get this shit. Sorry, this fucking car is hot. Ah! I was just driving so the car's warm. All right, let me show you something real quick. As you can probably hear it loud and clear now. And before, see, the crazy part is I checked on this a week ago and it wasn't this bad, but now it's even obvious. And you can now tell what it is without me even saying anything. The radiator fan's wobbling. And if you look down in there, that right there is the motherfucking culprit. So I get to zoom in and focus. But yeah. And it also threw a check engine light in my car, but I have the paper for that because I went to AutoZone yesterday. Because you can go to AutoZone whenever you have a check engine light, they'll use their the port that they put under your dash, and then get a reading off your car to see what's going on with your vehicle. So this is the code that my car is giving off, as you can see, check engine light. Heater control circuit signal. I'm not an expert with this shit, but obviously the radiator fan has something that obviously has to do with the cooling and low circuit. If it's not like rotating properly or doing that rattling, sure, if it's loose, I'm assuming, and I'm pretty sure that this check engine light trip has to do with the radiator fan. So what I've already done, I believe last night, I ordered a radiator fan. Hopefully it gets here in a reasonable amount of time, because the last thing I want is for that fucking one of those fans to just fly off and go straight through my radiator, and then that's a whole new fucking radiator, and that's bad. So let's go ahead and turn this car off. Now, like I said, that was the biggest issue with the car. Everything else that's wrong with the car is pretty small. Let's go ahead and wonder if there's anything else I can show you. Oh, here's another little thing. I noticed this when I try to spray my washer fluid. One of the lines for the washer fluid is broke. As you can see, the little plastic nozzle, or whatever you call it, see how it broke off right here? It's stuck in this tube. So I don't know how to get a replacement or replace this piece right here. I mean, I'm not tripping over it too bad, but yeah, my car only sprays washer fluid on one side of the window. So that's that. As you can see, the other one's attached properly and not broken. So let's go ahead and close this hood. Damn, even that damn stand's hot. But so other small issues. You're probably wondering what this duct tape is. Nothing is wrong with the bumper, but if I can get in here, the rivet or whatever is supposed to be attaching the bumper to the fender. Can I get in there? Can I get in there? Get in there. It's missing. So this was the bumper was separated and dropped like a whole inch, so I had to duct tape up so it wasn't scraping even more than it already scrapes because the car is already so low. And I replaced this little rivet right here for the fender liner. If I can get focus on my finger right there, that popped out like a couple weeks ago, and I was wondering why I had this scraping. And as you can see, when that popped out, the tire ate up the fender liner pretty good. So need a new fender liner at some point. I'm not too concerned about it now because it didn't do too much damage, but fuck, I'm gonna just pull that piece of plastic off. But yeah, just because there's a wire right behind there, and I don't want that to get like saturated with water, and like if it's raining or whatever. So yeah, new fender liner some point down the road. But just to make y'all feel better, those were the only two biggest things wrong with the car: the radiator fan and that little clip for the bumper, which is why I got it all duct taped up. I guess you could say the wheels are fucking jacked. They're all scraped the hell up. I want to replace these wheels. They're already silver, which I hate, so they look hideous. Also, I have noticed within the last few days, my brakes have been squealing slightly more. Not obnoxious to where the point where it feels like my brakes are gonna lock up on me, but definitely probably gonna do like with what I did with my Nissan, but just be on the safe side and probably get some performance ones, some good ones. I'm gonna replace the rotors and all the brake pads on all four wheels. And speaking of wheels, like I said, how you could tell this guy didn't take care of this car. I think I briefly mentioned it either the video before or after this, but basically that tire has some tread on it. This tire, none, with wiring showing. So I got to get new tires at some point. And I will say, I can tell that this car has been sitting for a while. And as you can see, these tires are not bald, but they're cracked, which means this car's been sitting for a while. Because when I got this car, it took me 2 to 3 hours to clean this shit the very first time. Because I'm not going to pop the trunk, but there's like nasty gunks of dirt, like thick mounds of dirt, like in the cracks and crevices, like around the trunk lid. I'm like, it's not going to get that damn dirty unless you had the fucking car sitting for a long time and just neglected the hell out of it. And then obviously the seats are worn, but I'm not too concerned about that considering buying some aftermarkets down the road. Top of the steering wheel has some wear. Well, I mean, the car has its usual wear. It's a 15-year-old car, let's be real. It's not going to be perfection. But for 15 years, I mean, it still looks pretty clean. Nothing's falling off, no pieces, no buttons, nothing are missing. Everything functions and works properly the way it's supposed to. I mean, I can't complain. But other than that, sunroof operates fine. It's not stuck or nothing like that. Everything runs properly. The wiper blades work fine. Now, the only minor, like, cosmetic defects, as you can see, obviously, it needs a good paint job, but you see a couple of dent dimples right here. Some scratches on the bumper and shit like that. Looks like this person, like, hit a curb or something, because, like, this part of the bumper is, like, pushed up. And I don't know if somebody sideswiped him or he backed into something. Scratches right here. Another little dimple right there. That's about it. I need this lip peeling, but I might get it like a new bumper, a new lip anyway. I do want to replace the headlights just because they look yellow and hazy and disgusting. I don't like the chrome grille. Probably replace that out too. That's about it, for real. Everything else is pretty good. Oh, I did want to show you another thing. It requires me popping the hood, but pay attention to this right here. And I didn't peep this until like a couple weeks ago, and you saw it's like separated. I don't know if like he hit something or whatever, or caused this fender to like kind of, it's not flush, so obviously it's bent. And the way it's bent, when you open the hood up, you can hear it too. See how it, like, the edge of the fucking hood pulls up on the bumper and it scrapes. It causes it to make that popping noise because that's just metal on metal rubbing right there. So probably gonna need to get a new fender as well at some point. I'm not too concerned about it now, but that does type make me cringe because that's just Yeah, metal and metal rubbing on each other. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing else wrong with the car. And when we try to get the damn license plate on, I don't care if y'all see my license plate. Y'all can look at my address, and if you pop up with some weird shit, you just get these hands. But anyway, let me be humble. Oh well, okay. Looks like I have another little thing right here. Seems like the damn. Oh, I just found this out for you. Seems like the fucking one of the license plate lights is really loose or not even in place. Well, that's nice. I mean, you can't even fucking see it, so I ain't worried about it. But need to get a new screw. I guess the screw, one of the screws you had was too short, couldn't get it all the way in. But that's just little shit. That's just me nitpicking. But nothing's broken. Like nothing's cracked like the lights or nothing. The fender needs replaced because it's not even flush out. The headlights raised out. It seems like this was pushed in and then like this popped out. I don't know. I can definitely tell something impacted this fender because the headlights raised above the fender, and then how you see on this side is more flush. But that's about it. That's just me nitpicking now. See a little bit of rusting right here. It seems like rusting, bubbling might start to develop, but I know a guy in the area that does good body work. He can take all the care of all those little few small minor defects. But other than that, that's about it. Oh, and I showed you in my review the motor and the chair. Well, we're not gonna talk about the chair, so I already said at some point probably replace them. Trying to think if there's anything else issue-wise with the car. I don't think there is. Everything else is in tip-top shape, functioning properly. But yeah, like I said, quick video. Just wanted to go over the few things that are wrong with the car. Like I said, the biggest thing is radiator fan. You can even see it wobbling. Like when I first noticed, because the noise started low and it wasn't even that obnoxious. But now it's to the point I don't even want to, like, it wasn't even loud just now. But sometimes if I go through drive-thrus to get food, it sounds like my car's about to fucking blow up. I don't even like fucking going through drive-thrus because like the echoing of the rattling echoes off the walls and against the wall of the restaurant. And it just echoes off, and it's just so fucking obnoxious. It sounds like something's on my car, and I have people like looking outside their car windows and shit, looking back, or I can see people looking outside the window from behind me. It's just annoying. But like I said, I replaced that, or I ordered a new radiator fan. Hopefully it should be here within the next week. I'm gonna try to find a clip to reattach that bumper and shit together. I might have to take off the clip on the other side. It's attached to the other side, so I can take it into a store so they can see exactly what I'm looking for. But until then, we just gonna have to do a mask and tape. Mask off. No pun intended. I told y'all my jokes were terrible. But other than that, that's about it. Hope y'all enjoyed this little video. If y'all did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See y'all in the next one. Alright, what's good, y'all? This is a whole different day. And one thing I hate is when you're making a video and you forget other shit you forgot to mention while making the video. Well, anyway, so you're probably wondering what I'm doing. Right now it is nighttime, that's why you hear bugs and shit outside. My grandparents are gone for the weekend, so I have access to their garage to do this. Because as I mentioned earlier in this video, replacing the radiator fan. Because I also got my flash on so you guys can see because it's dark out, like I said. But how that thing was, well, this part of the fan, I didn't notice this side. If it was, see, it's pretty tight on this side, but this side right here, can I get a, there we go, get a good view on it. See how, that's the problem that I've been having. Makes it sound like my car's about to fucking explode. But so yeah, this decay just came in today as I'm recording right now. So it just arrived like a few hours ago, but it took a while because I had to let the damn car cool down, which took a couple hours. I was in there watching Fast and Furious. Go figure. So as you can see, I got the jack up. That's the manual jack that comes with the car in the trunk. But a few other things that I forgot to mention and a few other things that I just found as I'm doing this job. Now I'm not gonna make a whole other video doing this because There's a bunch of other channels on YouTube or people that have made videos on how to replace radiator fan. As I was jacking up my car, I always like to look under the car to see if there's any other issues. Now, besides the car being so low, as you can see, there's some scraping going on. Anyway, had to start re-recording because my stupid ass accidentally pressed the volume button, which stopped recording the last clip. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So the only other concern, well, the only concerns I have under here, well, it's not really a big concern. Eventually down the road, I'm going to replace this entire exhaust. I think I will, even though I like how the exhaust sounds now. Pretty sure an aftermarket one will sound just as good. I don't think it would take away from the exhaust note as much or at all. But because as you can see, it being so low, it's scraping. This piece of the exhaust is like falling off. Now it's not like a hole in this actual part. This is just the top layer that covers it. And the same, I don't know if I can try to zoom in. Same with the other side. And then this right here is all scraped up. Not gonna touch it too much. I don't want to cut myself. But yeah, this exhaust probably will need replaced. I mean, there's no exhaust leaks, but it just looks like shit. One big concern I had though that I saw down here was this. Now, I don't know what the hell this plugs up to, and I tried to see if there was like any, like if it was a plug that came out. Sorry, I'm shaky. My hands are like all over the place. It looks like a damn snuff film. I keep fucking shaking the damn camera like this. But so I don't know what that plugs into. There's another little plug. I don't know if you can see it there with the little blue one right there. But I was looking to see if there was like anything within the range of that wire. This one is unplugged to see if it's supposed to plug into anything. But I don't think it plugs into anything. I just think it's just a wire that doesn't plug into anything, just hanging around. But I think I'm gonna just, I don't know, I guess I have some electrical tape in my trunk. I guess I'll just wrap that to the other cord, so tape it up so it's not just hanging. But as far as anything else under the car, and yeah, tires ASAP before that tire pops. But yeah, that was the only big concern under the car. Now if we work our way towards the front, let me zoom back out. So this is gonna be a very unedited video. As you can see, well, that's the oil filter and everything right there. Well, I guess isn't too much of a concern, but I'll probably buy that piece. There's all these like empty holes and shit right here, and then there's rivet clips up there not attached to anything but this piece. Because I was just looking under the car and I'm like, wait a minute. There's no like splash shield for the actual engine. Because there's supposed to be a big piece of plastic right here where this open space is. Which is why there's these empty holes, not like nothing is attached to them or clipped to them or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, probably should get that splash cover, or splash cover for the engine so it doesn't splash excess water or anything up into the radiator and shit right here and damage the engine. And I'm not sure if this is a concern, but it looks kind of wet right here. That's the oil pan. That's as you can see, the bolt you pull out to drain the oil pan. I'll say oil filter. It looks how you see how it looks wet, like where the those because I think Nissan and Infiniti, or maybe even other car manufacturers, I'm not sure. I'm just more familiar with Nissan and Infiniti because there's two of the cars that I've owned other than my first car. But it just looks wet right there, and I was concerned, like, is there an oil leak or anything? I mean, there's no oil dripping on the floor, but those little rubbery fluid seals that they use for the as a gasket for the oil pan, they wear off over time. Because of my Nissan, I had to get that replaced because it was leaking oil. So I just saw that it looked kind of wet right there around the gasket seal, so maybe replace that eventually, or as soon as the car starts leaking oil on me. And I have a long list of things maintenance wise that I'm going to do to this car. One big one also that I can show y'all, that bushing, and I believe that's the lower control arm in the front on the right side. that bushing is bad because you see how the center of that bolt right there in the middle of the control arm bushing is pushed downward, not centered. Plus that little rubber piece on the floor right there is a chunk that I pulled off earlier. And I can see on this side, bushing is good and centered and not worn and no cracks, and well, the bolt centered. So you see how that looks good and that looks like shit. So yeah, suspension wise, I want to do control arms, probably all of them just to be safe, because I don't know what the other ones are looking like, and I don't know if that's, even though that looks good, that doesn't always mean it is good. But just another thing to show y'all. But only concerns under the car. And one big thing I forgot to mention, it's not a serious problem, but it's something that I really have to suffer with. Forgot to mention this in my review video, or earlier in this video. This might be part of the problem, if I can get a good focus so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about. But right there, this little this right here was all scraped up, where this bolt, that's a part of the air intake. The guy did tell me when I bought it from him that the air intake punctured the AC line, which I can kind of see it. And I mean, I don't see a hole, but it is really scraped up right there. But so basically what that means, yes, this car does not have AC, which, black car, black leather interior, middle of the damn summer, yeah, this car gets very fucking hot. That's why the only AC I got is 360 AC, which means roll all the windows down, or 180 AC, because I only got 2 windows. Boy, if you don't get... Told y'all my jokes are terrible, and I got this flash on my face. But anyway, that's about it. Like I said, I'm not gonna make a whole video showing, or like a whole, basically showing how to change out the radiator fan, because there's videos on YouTube for that. But I guess I'll cover exactly what I have to do before I close this video out. There's 2 bolts right here on either side, one right there. I'm gonna have to take, well, unclip this radiator, well, this clip for the radiator, top radiator hose, and pull that off. But before I do that, I'm gonna have to drain, not the whole entire radiator, but I have to drain some of the fluid on the coolant out of the radiator. As you can see, I have more radiator fluid, or more coolant over here, because I have to take this off, and I don't want coolant pouring everywhere, because this is blocking this side of the radiator fan, so it'll prevent me from pouring it out. And you don't even need to take the bumper off to do this job. All it is, like I said, these 2 screws right here. I might have to move the coolant reservoir. It's just a screw. Pull it up, put it to the side, radiator hose, move that out the way after I drain the radiator a little bit. Take this out, I guess, to like and let any air bubbles out and shit. The cap for the actual radiator. And then unplug the wiring harnesses for the radiator fans. And then it sits into like 2 slots on the bottom. I don't know if I can demonstrate. Well, yeah, these little tabs right here on either side, and this little clip, there are little slots that there's little slots at the bottom that they fit into. But yeah, so like I said, easy job. Shouldn't take me more than a half hour. But that's basically what I'm doing now. Oh, and also, forgot to tell y'all this too. Yeah, that's right. My horn doesn't work. I don't know if it's like a sensor or whatever. Hopefully it doesn't have anything, because I don't know if you guys noticed my airbag light is out also. I don't know if I mentioned that. But yeah, hopefully that has nothing to do with the fact that the horn doesn't work. Hopefully the horn's just a fuse. Hopefully there's a goddamn airbag in there. I hope, if I get into an accident, God forbid. But that's basically it. Just wanted to mention those few things that I forgot to mention, and just explain to you guys what I'm doing now, because I know I did mention the radiator fan. But yeah, that's about it. So like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button. You know the whole deal. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'll catch you on the very next one.